Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan. And what I want to do today is to show you all how to customize one of my business plan templates, specifically the company description section of the business plan template in about 30 minutes or less. In this example, I selected a hair salon business plan template that I do sell. But this strategy, the strategy that I'm going to show y'all in changing and updating and customizing the template can be used for just about every one of my business plan templates that I do sell. All right, so without further ado, let me go ahead and set y'all's expectations, and then we can walk through a business plan template. I'll show you on the left side. I'm going to show you just a standardized template that I sell, and then on the right side, I'm going to show you a customized template that I customize myself, and I'll be able to show you some of the thoughts and strategies that I'm put into it in customizing it. All right, so to set y'all's expectations for this video, what I do want to do, like I said, is show y'all how to customize my business plan template, specifically the company description section, in about 30 minutes or less. Keep in mind, my business plan templates, they are for sale on my website. After the video, I'll show you where you can purchase them. But just keep in mind, the templates that I do sell are not compatible with Google products and Apple products. So if you got like Apple, I don't know what Apple Word is, but if you got an Apple word processing, it's not going to translate into that. So just keep that in mind. And also, my tutorials that I'm putting up here are to help you all to complete the template on your own. From that, I don't offer free phone support. If you want me to customize and write a business plan for you, be absolutely delighted to do that. But the phone support is not free. So I'll get you all into the document. I'll help you all download it if need be. But customizing the business plan template, that's what the tutorials are for. All right. So with that said, expectations set. So here is just a, like I said, on the left-hand side right over here is the hair salon business plan, specifically the company description section of it. To the right, this is the area that I went ahead and I've customized. I've added some information, and I've made it more personal to a fictitious company. So the first thing that I did, I always start right at the summary. So I started right at the summary here, and I went through it and I got rid of all the yellow and all the parentheses. So for example, the company name, I put ABC Hair Salon for limited liability company. I kept that as is. If we wanted to have this to be a corporation, then we change hair salon to corporation, but we're not going to do that. Most hair salons are, from my experience, limited liability companies, so that's why I left it the way it is. And then again, the street address, I went ahead and put a street address in there, and then the city and state. I also updated the information with my name right here, which I would be the fictitious business owner, and then I would get rid of the apostrophe S. And the way this would read would be, our business owner will be Paul Borosky. And I can change will be to is, make it a little bit more succinct. And next, I left the style list of the services provided the same. I didn't make any changes to that. I also didn't change any of the operating hours. What I did add to the end of the company summary is just a differentiating factor. So what is something that might differentiate your company from other competitors in the area? So for this example, what I stated was that all stylists will have a loyal customer following. So that's just like a little cherry on top, just to kind of add a little bit of oomph to your summary. And so that's why I added that one sentence there. But that's a great way to differentiate and customize the hair salon or whatever kind of business you have. That's a great way to customize the summary section, is to just state some kind of a differentiating factor. The next part, which the competitive advantage. Let's see, what I did was, for this competitive advantage, is the first change that I made is to let's see here. In the template, it's first, we use high quality hair products. I changed that out to further drill upon that all of our hairstylists are going to have a loyal customer following. So I removed this section right here, and I changed it with, first, we will hire only hairstylists, put an S at the end of that, hairstylists with an established customer base. So the reason I changed this out is because I want to, again, add a little bit more details to my competitive advantage, which is having a loyal customer following for all the hairstylists. So I changed out that one little section in there. And for the second section, I left that as is. I didn't change anything right here for the WorldCast service. The next thing that I changed for this for the template is the hairstylist. I pretty much, for this change right here, what I did is I added a sentence to the front of it. So in the template, our hairstylist services will include shampoo and styles, perms, haircuts. I added a primary revenue generator statement at the beginning of it. So instead of just going right into this hairstyling services, I introduced it with the primary revenue generator for our organization will be hairstyling services. So it's now introducing the services that I'm going to be providing. It's a little more depth to what I have, what is in the template that's provided. The next thing that I did was I added a second service. So in the template, it's just hairstyling services. This right here, I added a second. What I did is I added a second service. And the way that you're going to add the second service is the way that I added the second service is I copied it right here, hit a space, Control V'd it, and then I just changed out hairstyling services to the personal care products. And then I kept the format there. And then instead of primary revenue generator, I used the terminology secondary revenue generator. And in this example right here, the secondary revenue generator for our organization will be personal care products. So whatever your primary revenue generator would be in the first section right here, and then your secondary revenue generator would be right here. If you had some third revenue generators, if you offer a third service, for example, I don't know, for the hairstyles industry, maybe you also have some nail care, so polishing nails, painting nails and such, then that might be a third revenue generator, and then a fourth revenue generator. So I'm always focused on it's going to be a revenue generator, so it lets them know the services are going to be making money. And then you're also telling them, when you're saying primary and secondary, is you're telling them which services are going to be your main services, secondary services, and third services. So that's kind of the structure that I follow with that. What I did next to customize this customer summary is I left the primary target market area pretty much the same way. I didn't make any changes to it. However, I did drill down on why I selected the 10-mile radius. For this example, this target market was selected because there are numerous subdivisions and apartment complexes within this geographic location. So this is good. The template where it starts off, it is good. It tells the reader where your target market is going to be in a geographic sense. But this additional statement here drills down on it and tells them why you selected it. So this is good. The template is good, but telling them why is better. And then even better after that is telling them the results. So as a result, the close proximity of our hair salon to our target audience increases the convenience factor. This could be convenience. So the convenience factor, which is an important consideration for our customer base. So this is good, telling them where your primary target market is. This is better, telling them why it's your primary target market. And this is even better, telling them what that means from your thoughts and ideas, or from your perspective as to why that's important. So, that's a good structure right there. Telling them who your target market is, why it's important, and then what the results are of your business model. The next is going to be the company strategy. So for the pricing strategy, I pretty much left that as is. This is a real good pricing strategy that I've included in my templates. And for the most part, what the pricing strategy is going to do is it just says that you're going to research some competitors in your area. You're going to take a look at their services. You're going to take a look at their pricing, and you're going to use that as a factor for how you're going to set your prices. So I didn't make any changes to that. I left it kind of as is. The next part on how to cut for the company summary section or description section of the template, what I've drilled down on is for the hours of operation. In the template, it just simply states our hours. The organization will be open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Well, I went a little bit further in my customization here. I pretty much said after that is the hours of operation were determined based on competitor research. So maybe you took a look at the competitors in the area, you took a look at their hours of operation, and then this is how you came about the hours of operation. Also, the next sentence, however, within the next 3 months, within the first 3 months, we may reevaluate the hours to ensure customer needs are met. So this is a good start, that it tells them what your hours are going to be. This right here tells the reader how you came about the hours of operation. And this right here also tells the reader that you're going to continually evaluate your hours of operation. It's not static. It may change based on customer needs. You might not have anybody walking in your door until noon, but you'll have people pounding on your door at 8 or 9 o'clock at night, depending on your area. Well, from that point in time, if that's happening, change your hours. Don't keep it static just because that's what you start. Doesn't mean that's where you need to end. So just keep that in mind. The next thing that I customized for the company description section is the location section. So with the template, it states about however many square feet the location is going to be. In this example, 2,500 square feet. And then I go into I use percentages in the location section on how you're going to divvy up the area. So approximately 3/4 of the area will be dedicated to front of the house operations like hairstylist chairs and a guest waiting area. When I customize it, I went ahead and I went a little bit further. I used the transition word specifically. So I build upon what it said right there. And then I said specifically, we will have 10 stylist chairs and 2 shampoo chairs. So you can go ahead and build upon, once you introduce it, like it's right here, the hairstylist chair and hairstylist chairs and guest waiting area, you can go ahead and add more information right at the end of that sentence. Also, what I did was I added a break area. So the rest of the area, so in the last sentence, the rest of the area will be devoted to back of the house operations, office space, and storage. Well, I expanded upon that a little bit, and I went ahead and added a break room. So just those little bit of details with the break room and the 10 hairstylist chairs and the 2 shampoo chairs, it gives the reader a better understanding of how your location is going to look. And for the final section here, is going to be in any one of my business plan templates is going to be the business objectives and timelines. So I usually, for this right here, this is pretty boilerplate for all of my templates. Obtain funding, identify a place, identify a facility and negotiate rent, engage in build-out activities, hire and train stylists, open for business. However, in my objectives and timelines for my template, I kind of customized it a little bit differently. I had my start advertising campaign at 3 to 6 months after we open. Well, I kind of moved that to before we open. So now in the first 3 months, what I want to do in the order in which I want to do them is obtain funding, identify the facility and negotiate a rental or purchase agreement. So I added the variable of purchasing. So maybe instead of just renting a suite in a strip mall, I might want to purchase a standalone location. So now I got a little bit more flexibility with just adding the or purchase agreement. I kept the engaged in the build-out activities, hire and train stylists, which is good. I kept that as well. But I did start my advertising campaign before I opened. I want to go ahead and get the word out that the hairstylist or whatever business that you have is going to be opening soon. So this is a great way to do it, by starting your advertising campaign before you open your doors. And then I went ahead and opened my doors after I started my advertising campaign. From months 3 to 6, evaluate marketing strategy and implement it. And so I kept that pretty much the same as I have in my template. However, I did add, within 3 to 6 months, I want to optimize and document the business models. So if you're thinking about expanding your services, whether it be through a franchise or opening a new location, whether it be for the hairstylist or whatever retail segment that you're going to have, if you want to expand, now is the time within the 3 to 6 month period. Once you start ironing out the bugs and getting your business models down pat, that's a great way to start thinking about expansion. And that's exactly what I did. Is for this specific example, I immediately started talking about expansion within 3 to 6 months. And then for 6 to 12 months, I kind of expanded on this a little bit as well. I went from optimized marketing strategies, kept that. Optimize business models, I kept that as well. Examine the external environment for market opportunities, I kept that. But I also stated that I may want to explore possible franchise opportunities. If you've got a well, excuse me, a well-oiled and well-established business, and especially for retail, you're doing well, and then 6 to 12 months, you might want to go ahead and take the optimize and document business models to the next level and really think hard about the expansion. So that's kind of the strategy that I set up for this particular model. All right, so hopefully this this little video is kind of helpful in showing you all how you can go ahead and customize a company description section of one of my business plan templates, not only to make it yours, but also to easily and understandably add additional information so it's a richer business plan based on the structures that I've given you. All right, so if you all do want to go ahead and purchase any one of my business plan templates, what you can do is go to qualitybusinessplan.com/business plan templates. And I do have about 50 to 70 business plan templates right now available. And the strategy that I just went over for the company description section, you can pretty much use that strategy, those thoughts and ideas, in just about any one of my business plan templates to customize it based on your industry. All right, so hopefully this video was helpful. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up on YouTube. And if you want to go ahead and purchase it, zip on over to my website. And as always, have a fantastic day. Thank you.